So I bought this dollar store gum, um, thinking like, oh wow, it doesn't have aspartame and all that, and it has BHT, which turns out causes metabolic stress, growth retardation, drastic weight loss, increased risk of cancer, liver damage, skin issues, hormone disruption, tumor growth, negative impact on thyroid and kidney health, promotion of liver and lung tumors. Like it matters. Um, I'm not gonna likely live long enough for it to affect me. Probably better than aspartame for messing up my cognition. I don't know. I have no idea. That is one of the reasons, but I didn't pull up on this. So like save the world. It's like I mean like most people are just gonna watch this like mindlessly scroll by or barely think about it. Just sort of go on the dopamine train and keep on being brain dead and mindless. But for some people, like contributing your life to like altruistic pursuits, helping people, building yourself up, trying to be as great as possible, um, the best version of yourself, and trying to seek the ideal life and motives and all that, and the goodest of the goods or whatever. Being justiceful, moderate, or temperate, courageous, and wise. It's like pursue those things and try to build yourself up and try to create things of value and try to intellectually improve yourself and control yourself and be aware and all that. Life is given to us by our ancestors and the sacrifices of those before us. And I wanted to give that forward to future generations. I have zero faith in doctors helping me. I think they're just gonna ignore that I'm having shit in 20 days. But I was supposed to build Save the System, an organization that's dedicated to the progress and preservation of mankind, and like I'm motivated by being able to make buttloads of money and create organizations and companies that would aid um, people in various sorts of ways and teach them and educate them and provide support, mostly like knowledge and things like that, but facilities and stuff for learning and doing activities or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna be emaciated in a couple months. Lose all my muscle, and if I'm not stupid and burst my intestines before that happens. Um, yeah, so and even if I do make it past this and someone unblocks me, I'm probably chronically constipated, and I might never restore my morning poop time. But I don't know, like whether God's real or not, something about God is like the reflection of the ideal that is best, whatever it is, and it's something to do with. I think it's something to do with ultimate responsibility, competence, and mastery of the material world and one's psychological self, and practically solving as many problems as possible to move things forward. Like hopefully we can escape our dying sun and expand throughout the universe and figure out how to travel through space and create better life support systems. Maybe we'll just like fizzle out whenever like the balance of resources on Earth runs out. I have no idea how long technically it could all last, but yeah, it's like there's an awful lot to do, and it's like don't waste your life. Take care of every little problem. be conscientious and aware and considerate towards everything. And try to take responsibility and do the hard thing. Oftentimes, what's most important and what's most difficult are the same thing. So, like when you're going throughout your life, think about what your next choice is. Are you choosing comfort? Is it wise comfort? Perhaps it's like, oh wow, well maybe it would be uncomfortable to like do 2,000 squats and that would be difficult definitely, but perhaps stupid and destroy your body. But maybe it'll teach you a lesson and toughen you up. Unsustainable, anyways. Um, like try to journal, try to write, try to articulate yourself, try to learn how to speak and make an argument. And like if you can master the word, then you can take on the world and try to read great works and things like that. I don't know if this is great. I haven't read through it enough. Here's a decent book, maybe. I'm excited to read it. I liked Jordan Peterson's previous books. Certainly inspiring or whatnot, general message. Um, and yeah, it's like try to be one of those people, those also rare people who aren't just looking after their own self gratification and their own self centered whims, and try to be have a big perspective and try to help people as best as possible and try to see the whole and see the big picture and see how you can help and how you can aid. And yeah, you can start with like improving your health, eating right, and exercising enough. And that will give you the cognitive fuel to feel decent and be more creative and like take care of your body and try to be mindful and try to be aware. You can meditate, you can just tell yourself like, oh, I'm conscious. What am I doing? Why? And try to control yourself and just not be thoughtless and like see yourself from an outside perspective and tacticalize and decide what is the best life to live. Like Socrates said, an unexamined life is not worth living or something like that. And a lot of us fall into these kind of patterns without thinking about it. Habits, whatever our culture says, whatever, and like we don't think through things. We just automate and assume that things are going well, or just repeat ourselves like a bunch of insane monkeys. And making changes is like go for the extreme. Like do as many drastic things as you can change yourself and attempt to focus for an hour or two and study and learn practice a skill. Um, if you're trying out something and like it's unlikely whatever you try out is going to be a passion of yours, you have to gain some mastery over it, or you can understand the future of what you can think through what the possibilities of what like the end game is when you achieve mastery. And the things in life that are worthwhile are the things that you sacrifice a year, two, three, four, five, 10, and make efforts and accumulate your knowledge and like do good, learn what good is, put effort into life. Don't be a lazy lump, and or you can, but who says everything is handled? Who says that we're fine? And maybe there's a point that we're missing a deadline as humanity. That if you don't pick up the slack, then nobody's gonna pick up the slack in that way, and it's just gonna cascade through just one little mishap of like a life on being unresponsible, irresponsible, and That's our doom. Or whatevs.